Thanks for joining us again for Let the Bible Speak. I'd like to take the remaining time that I have with you. And so I'm here recording for the next 7 or so days. And I want to talk about a subject called difficult things. There are difficult things in the scriptures sometimes. And sometimes we struggle to understand why God is saying the things he says and why he's asking us to do the things that he's asking us to do. Today, I'd like to look at Matthew, the 5th chapter, if we could, Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 through 42, where God says, and this is Jesus in his Sermon on the Mount. And when I say God, Jesus is certainly speaking on behalf of the Father. He says, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth." And that sort of denotes the idea that if someone does wrong to you, you do wrong to them. They take an eye, you take an eye. They take one of your teeth, you reciprocate. It's the idea. They take a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, Jesus says, not to resist an evil person. That's not a typo. He says not to resist an evil person. He doesn't say resist them. He doesn't say defend yourself. He doesn't say you get back at them. He says do not resist an evil person. But whoever slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other to him also. If anyone wants to sue you and take away your tunic, take away your coat, let him have your cloak also. And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him too. Give to him who asks you, and from him who wants to borrow from you, do not turn away. You think about the subject matter a little bit, and you sort of listen to what Jesus says, and he's really asking us, or those who would be his people, God-fearing people, to do something that may go against the flesh. My natural inclination when someone slaps me on the right cheek is not necessarily to turn the other cheek. That's not the human response. But you see, God's not interested in the human response. He's interested in the spiritual response. That person that's going to be like him must change themselves from being worldly or fleshly or carnal to becoming spiritually minded and led by the Spirit. And so that they are able to show a level of discipline of themselves and to show a kind of attitude that God is after. This text is not showing us the reason why you do those things. It is in Luke's account of this that we get the reason why God is expecting this out of us. Luke, the 6th chapter. Luke chapter 6, verse 32 through 36. Luke records this event, and we get, at least we get a real idea of what this is about. In verse 32, he says, "But if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them." This is Luke chapter 6. In verse 33, it says, "And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners do the same." So the first idea behind what God is asking his people to do, the first sort of motivating factor is you have to do better than sinners. You can't just love those who love you. You can't just do good to those who do good to you. And that's why if you're smacked on the right cheek, you turn the other cheek, because even sinners would smack people back. And God is expecting more from his people, verse 34, than if you lend to those from whom you hope to receive back. What credit is that to you? For even sinners lend to sinners to receive as much back. Verse 35, "But love your enemies. Do good and lend, hoping for nothing in return." Here's the second reason you do that. He says, "And your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High." That's really what we're after. I'm trying to be a child of God. And I want my reward to be great, not here, but in heaven. The third reason he shares, "For he," that is God, "is kind to the unthankful and evil." Verse 36, "Therefore be merciful just as your Father also is merciful. The third reason is because you want to be like him. And that's why someone smacks you on the right cheek, you turn the other cheek. If he wants to sue and take away your tunic, you let him have your cloak also. If he compels you to go 1 mile, you go 2. Give to him who asks you, and from him who wants to borrow from you, do not turn away. That's why we do those things. My reward is great in heaven. I want to be a child of God. I want to be better than sinners. And I want to be just like him. For he is merciful, and he expects his people to be merciful. That's our time. I hope this has been helpful to you as you consider this difficult thing. Not an eye for an eye, but mercy. Join us again next time.